After the finish line, where legends truly begin. The finish line had been crossed. The roar of the crowd still echoed through St. Cloud. But for Mickaël Barzalona and Normfliegerin, the story was far from over. As Normfliegerin slowed down after her breathtaking victory, Mickaël finally allowed himself to breathe. His hands trembled slightly as he patted her neck. In that moment, surrounded by noise and celebration, there was a quiet understanding between horse and rider. They had trusted each other when doubt was loudest, and they had been rewarded. Walking back toward the winner's enclosure, memories flooded Mickaël's mind. This victory hadn't been born in the final stretch alone. It had been shaped in silence, early mornings, lonely gallops, races that didn't go their way. Normfliegerin had often shown promise, but racing had never fully opened its doors to her, until today. In the stands, Waldemar Hickst watched with a calm smile. He wasn't a trainer who chased noise or headlines. He believed in patience, in building confidence, brick by brick. Normfliegerin had tested that belief more than once. Minor setbacks, narrow defeats, questions from others who wondered if she truly belonged at this level. Waldemar never doubted. As the saddle was removed and Normfliegerin stood proudly, ears forward, eyes bright, the cameras flashed. Yet beneath the surface glamour was something deeper, vindication. This win wasn't loud luck. It was earned faith. Mickaël dismounted and stood beside her, his hand resting on her shoulder. He spoke softly, words meant only for her. Horses may not understand language, but they understand emotion. Normfliegerin leaned slightly into him, calm and strong, as if she knew she had crossed into a new chapter. Back in the weighing room, fellow jockeys offered nods of respect. They knew what it meant to switch across the track twice in a race like that. They knew how thin the line was between brilliance and disaster. Mickaël didn't boast. He didn't need to. The ride spoke for itself. Later that evening, as St. Cloud returned to quiet, the replay screens continued to loop the finish. Analysts dissected every move. Fans shared the clip again and again. But beyond the praise and headlines, the true impact of the ride lived somewhere else in belief. Because part 2 of this story wasn't about the win. It was about what the win changed. Normfliegerin was no longer just a name on a race card. She was a listed winner. She was a listed winner. A horse who had proven that courage could rewrite destiny. New opportunities now waited ahead, bigger races, tougher rivals, brighter stages. For Mickaël Barzalona, the ride became another chapter in a career defined by instinct and fearlessness. Yet even for a jockey who had tasted the biggest victories, this one felt different. It reminded him why he started riding in the first place. Not for trophies, but for moments when horse and human move as one. For Waldemar Hickst, the victory confirmed a philosophy. That patience still matters. That belief, when protected long enough, eventually blooms. And for racing fans, this was the part they would carry with them. Not just the daring switches. Not just the finish. But the message hidden inside the moment. When the path is blocked, courage creates its own way. Long after the crowd left St. Cloud, Normfliegerin rested quietly in her box. The noise was gone. The lights dimmed. But something had changed forever. She was no longer chasing her place in racing, she had claimed it. And this was only the beginning.